Your strength is found in the Lord. Understand that when we are weak in our spirit, when we feel like we have no energy, understand that through your belief of understanding, through your belief in that moment, that my strength comes from the Lord, in that moment you will be strengthened. You will be strengthened because through our spirits, our belief causes us to enter in and to have things that we need through our spirit. So whenever you feel weak or tired, just in that moment, believe what the word says, that your strength comes from the Lord. And when you believe that in that moment, this is where he begins to strengthen you through your spirit. Because what the enemy wants you to do is he wants to get you tired. He wants to keep you up at night. Because he wants to delay something the next day. If you're in a season where you know something is about to happen, what he does is he likes to get you tired. He likes to do all of these things before, and so the next day you won't show up at your full potential, because we all know that when we don't understand him, that when we're tired, that tiredness starts to set in, and sometimes we're not for a lot of games. You know, you'll see people that say like, look, I'm just not for it today because I hadn't had a lot of rest. Or some people might, snap at you because of them being tired. But this is how the enemy uses things against us, because he knows when we're tired, we react in certain ways. We start to think certain things. And this is only to keep you from understanding that your strength is not found within us. It's found within, our strength is found through the Lord. Our strength is found with him. And he gives us strength when we feel weak, when we are not strong. And so he wants us to always not to remember this, how powerful our spirits are. We have to begin to understand the tactics of the enemy, and how he uses these things against us, and how these things really don't change. For example, look at Jesus when he was in the wilderness. When he was in the wilderness for 40 days, what did the enemy do? He used his hunger against him, because he knew he was hungry. So he used that against him to try to see if he would try to see if Jesus would forfeit. Try to see if Jesus would give in. And this is what the enemy wants you to do every day, is to give into the flesh. Give into your flesh. React in the flesh. And not think about how powerful you are through the spirit, you guys. But these are the things that the enemy will do. Just like the last few days, the enemy has been keeping me up. And I know what he's trying to do. But sometimes when we're in the heat of the moment, we don't always think of these things. And so he's been trying to keep me up for the last couple of days, where, I've been running off fumes. I've been literally running off fumes. Because a lot of times, I think a lot. I really do think a lot. And so just like yesterday, like I hadn't had a lot of sleep. Even coming to work tonight, I didn't have no sleep at all. Why? Because it was kind of my fault in a sense. But also, I understand that the enemy is still working in that too. He's still working in that too. But also at the same time, the Father began to help me to remember that my strength comes from him. And so even though I hadn't had sleep in a couple of days, I didn't get no sleep coming to work tonight. And look at me now. Look at me right now, right? I hadn't had no sleep because, for one, I was doing my hair. Let me just be honest with you guys. I was doing my hair. And I had to be to work at 1 o'clock last night or this morning. And I didn't get done this till about 10:30, 10:45, you guys. But again, because I'm with the Father every day, because he's teaching me, because he's building me, because he's prepping me for something, he allowed me to understand and allowed me to experience and see that in the moment where my eyes were closing, where I felt like I was really tired, and I was giving into that tiredness, I was giving into what the enemy was telling me, that, you're exhausted, you ain't had a lot of sleep, think this and think that, do this and do that. In that moment, the Lord spoke in my spirit to allow me to understand that my strength comes from Him. My strength comes from Him. And understand that we are alive. We are walking and breathing because of His Word. His Word. And through our belief, we always can become more than what we are through our belief. This is how we begin to become all who we are created to be, through our belief system, our belief. So when I begin to believe that and understand that and experience that and take this to a new level, like my strength and His, like the Lord's strength instantly overtook my spirit. And so now, you guys, like, as bad as I could go sleep right now, as bad as I want to close my eyes right now and go to sleep, I understand that what's keeping me right now is His Spirit. His Spirit, because I have no strength left. Because I'm literally weak right now. Like, I'm literally weak. But the only thing that's keeping a smile on my face, the only thing that's keeping me driving this truck is the Spirit. It's the Spirit. So you guys, whenever you feel weak, whenever you feel like you're not strong enough, whenever the enemy tries to get you to believe in the flesh, to give into your flesh in that moment, understand where your strength comes from. It comes from the Lord. It comes from the Lord. Understand who you are. You're all spirit, baby. You're all spirit. And we don't even know all of who we are in the Spirit. Look at Jesus. Look at Jesus. Look at all He became. All He became through the one He believed in. That's His Father. And look at all who we can become through our belief in Jesus. You guys have to understand this. But I love you guys, but the Father loves you more. Have a good day.